MissTransforce96 here with another video where I'm going to be talking about some newly shown Marvel Legends figures, and this time it is the Thor Ragnarok wave. This is incredibly exciting, I must say. We have seen the comic figures in this wave a few weeks ago, but now we also have the official images of the movie figures as well as the Build-A-Figure. And I have to say, this wave looks super solid, at least from a movie standpoint. I'll touch on the comic figures. I'm going to do it first here, and then I'll move on to the more interesting movie figures. But here's the comic figure assortment. We have Ares, Odinson, and the Lady Thor, the Jane Foster Thor. So two of these are basically just kind of redesigns of the Thor figures that are in the exclusive pack for this San Diego Comic-Con. The two of them I'm not super interested on. I don't really need like multiple versions of comic Thors and things like that, so I'm not too interested in these. They look like fine figures. I think that they have pretty neat capes, and I'm sure they're going to be perfectly fine, but just from a character standpoint, they're nothing that I'm excited about. Ares actually looks good. The 3 3/4 inch Ares is one of my favorite 3 3/4 inch figures, so I kind of like Ares just because I have fond memories of that figure. So I think that this figure could be pretty neat. I do think that the head sculpt looks cool, and this is the last time that he was made in a Marvel Legends form. He was a Build-A-Figure, so it is nice to get like a regular one, especially for people who want that Build-A-Figure version but can't get it because it's just expensive on eBay. I would hope that they do the same with Ronin eventually. But overall, the comic figures in this wave are nothing too exciting for me personally. I really don't get too excited about any of these. But what I do get excited about are these, that's for sure. So here's the assortment. As you can see, there's going to be one 2-pack, which will probably be an exclusive, although on this box here, there's no exclusive stickers on it or anything, so I'm not quite sure where it will be an exclusive to, or maybe it just won't be an exclusive, but all the 2-packs have been exclusives in the past. But in this 2-pack, we have Thor as well as Valkyrie. Valkyrie is the definite figure that everybody's going to want from this 2-pack, considering she's unique to that 2-pack. I think that she looks really nice. We'll get some closer images of her soon. However, the Thor is just slightly updated from the Thor that comes in this regular wave, which is really disappointing. It would have been nice if they at least gave you like his classic look from the beginning of the movie, like a new figure like that, so that at least it would be different from the Thor that comes out with this series. But unfortunately, it's not. So that's definitely a shame. That does seem to be the trend with these 2-packs. As far as the movie ones go, you get one figure that you already have, and then you get a new figure. That was the case with Star-Lord and Ego, and that's also the case with Iron Man and Spider-Man. So that is disappointing. The rest of this assortment, though, let's get the closer images of them out of package. As you can see, we have the Thors. The two Thors, the differences between them are he has like one less armor piece on his right leg for the 2-pack version. The 2-pack version also comes with electricity, which I think is very cool. That's definitely an item that I am glad that it comes with. And then their weapons are different, and then you do have a different head sculpt. One has a helmet, and one doesn't have the helmet. But for the most part, it's the same thing. You're basically just having two slightly different battle poses, essentially. So, you know, it is disappointing that they are so similar, and I think that either one of them works perfectly as a Thor in your collection. It's not like you're missing something if you just get one of these. So, if you don't want Valkyrie, I would definitely not recommend getting that 2-pack. But Valkyrie, as you can see, does look quite neat. She looks like she's a completely new sculpt too, which is great. And then she does come with a sword and a sheath for that sword. The face sculpt too looks pretty decent. You know, this isn't the closest shot, but it does look pretty decent from what I can tell there. Then we have Loki. Loki is looking a little odd. I don't know why. Like, I feel like he doesn't quite look like this in the trailers. Maybe just figure form, the colors just look a little odd together. However, I still think it looks cool. It's just, it's a really odd design for Loki, and when I saw him in the trailer, it didn't look as odd to me. So there's something about this figure that's making it look pretty strange. But it does look very neat. I love that his hands have like some gesturing to them. I think that's very cool. And he does come with his helmet, which is awesome. The helmet is removable, as you can see from the in-package version, so that's great. You can have both of his looks, which is very cool. The only thing that he doesn't have are the daggers. Would have been nice if he came with those. We do see him like flipping them in the trailer, so that would be neat. He's kind of accessory free here, other than the helmet. He's weapon free, but he looks like a really neat figure. I mean, it's a completely new sculpt again. Then we have the one that I'm most interested in, which is Hela. When there was the rumored assortment for this wave, Hela was included in that. However, it didn't specify whether it was comic or movie, and I was definitely worried that they were just going to repack the Comic-Con exclusive from a few years ago in this set. But they're doing a movie Hela figure. I couldn't be any happier for this. The figure is 100% new, and it looks like most of that detail on her costume is actually sculpted on there. It's a little hard to tell, but from this angle, it looks like it's sculpted and not just painted, which is awesome. She comes with the insanely cool headdress piece, which just looks fantastic. She has a kind of like a sword. It's like a skinny sword, and then she also comes, as you can see in her package, with another head sculpt without the headdress, and this picture is very small, so it's hard to tell, but from what I can see, it looks pretty solid. So I'm incredibly excited about Hela, and that's a figure that I definitely need to get. I'm a big Marvel villains fan, and they really just get underrepresented, representation as far as figures are concerned. We just really don't get many movie Marvel figures from the villains. But this year, Marvel Legends has certainly changed that, giving us Nebula and Ego from Guardians of the Galaxy, giving us Vulture from Spider-Man Homecoming, and now Hela from Thor Ragnarok. They've done all the villains this year, which is so incredible, and I couldn't be any happier. For me personally, which ones I'll do that after I talk about the Build-A-Figure. The Build-A-Figure is Gladiator Hulk. This is one that if they didn't make him the Build-A-Figure, people would be upset because it's obviously the logical choice. This is very exciting. We have had movie Hulk figures in the past. However, from what I can tell, this is a completely new sculpt. There might be some things that are reused, such as the torso. It might be reused just with different paint. But other than that, the entire thing looks new. As you can see, he has armor pieces that are attached to him. He's got, the kind of like sandal pieces on his feet. He's wearing just a lot of clothes for Hulk, and he looks spectacular. As you can see, he comes with an axe and like a big hammer, and then he does come with a removable helmet. You can see him both ways here, and he looks great. I think that this Gladiator Hulk is going to be a massive thing in this movie, and that people are going to really like. So I think that this as the Build-A-Figure is perfect, and I've been disappointed with the movie wave Build-A-Figure so far, with Mantis being the Build-A-Figure. I thought it was ridiculous, and even Vulture's wings I don't think was enough. Vulture figure with the wings would have been enough, but just the wings isn't enough. So this seems like a solid Build-A-Figure to me, and it's great. It's exactly what I want. So going over this, what do I plan to get? Well, obviously, I'm going to get the whole series because I want the Gladiator Hulk, and I will be extremely excited to purchase Thor, Loki, and especially Hela. And then the comic figures, I'm not super interested in, but, they'll be fine to get. They'll be worth it to get for Gladiator Hulk. And then the 2-pack, I don't think I'm going to have a whole lot of urgency to get the 2-pack, considering, the Thor, one of the figures isn't too special. However, I do plan to get it, but I'll probably wait for some sort of coupon or discount or something for that one. But Hela, I'm buying Hela as soon as I can, and even maybe I'll pay a little bit over retail to get her a bit sooner if need be, because I'm extremely excited for that figure. So this is incredibly exciting to see this wave, and it looks like a fantastic wave. This is probably my most anticipated wave now, because I'm pretty excited for Thor Ragnarok, and I love movie figures, and this wave is half movie, half comic. However, with the Build-A-Figure being movie, this is a more movie wave than a comic wave, which I am quite excited about. So let me know what you guys think of this this wave and the specific figures in the wave, and if there's any other characters that you would have liked to see them include. There's really not anything that I can think of. Jeff Goldblum's, what's his name? The Master? No, he's like the Collector's brother. I can't remember his name, but he's the only other character I could kind of think of. Oh, there's also the other guy. The Executioner's like rumored to be a BAF or a Build-A-Figure of a wave coming up. So I'm not quite sure if this is the first Thor Ragnarok wave or if it's the second, because there is rumored to be 2 waves, with the Executioner being the Build-A-Figure for one of them. So I'm not sure. We might get a few more movie figures, although I'd be very surprised. Also, Heimdall, he would be a cool one too. So there are more movie figures that they could do. However, if they don't do any more, they've covered all the essentials here, and even some more than that actually. So I'm very happy. So let me know what you guys think of this wave, and thanks so much for watching.